package has passed. It's a great thing for our economy, a great thing for your family. Everybody gets $1,400 under a certain income amount, including your kids. So, it's a good thing, I believe. That being said, I'm gonna be your baby daddy, and even your baby daddy. Gotta make some money some kind of way. Bars and restaurants are opening as well. 25% capacity in the state of California. You can stay inside the bar 90 minutes, but there are no TVs. It's like an adult timeout. I got my kids at my house telling me, Daddy, you need a timeout. Go to the corner. I'm going to my corner bar, sitting in there, no TV. Back to the stimulus check, $1,400 per kid. $1,400 for your badass kid? $1,400 is quite a bit of money for your kids. Now you're treating them totally different. Now every time they say something, they need some money, it's a tab. Isaiah, you need some money? You need some new shoes? Okay. Oh, you got $1,400. Let me take the $1,400. You got a little bit left over. You gotta subtract that from there as well. If you ate, we gonna take, and you ate a lot, so we gonna take $15.99 from all that food right there. Okay, you got $2.50 left. Y'all wanna go to McDonald's? There's some offices opening right now as well. But everybody at work has to wear a mask. Everyone's so used to seeing just everyone's eyes. You don't see anything else. And there's some new people at your work as well. There's that new good-looking girl. She's in the office, her eyes are perfect. She's got the great flowing hair, body just, you just like, whoo, I gotta meet this girl. You walk up to her cubicle and you're like, hey, my name is Marcus. People know me around here. How about I introduce you to some of these people? We can go to lunch, meet in the cafeteria. How about that? She agrees to go to lunch with you. All the while, you still have not seen her beautiful face underneath that mask. If the eyes look that good, the hair looks that good, the body looks that good, it's a perfect package. You sit down at that table, she sits down at that table, and all of a sudden, you guys are pulling that mask back, and you think them lips gonna be so beautiful. And you're like, you know what? I got a meeting I gotta go to. I'll be right back.
Another long night at the dance. 2 Advils in the AM. 6 missed calls, she tripping. Tape on the scrape, still whipping. Right for the call, slim picking. They don't make them like me, I was put a little different now. Coming from the bottom like catfish. Straight to the point, no cactus. Show the IRS my blackness like, bitch, where the fuck is my taxes?
They go fast, different, baby. Everybody's batteries all set up with the caffeine. The Mavic Air set up right here. Got the gimbal batteries, got the Blackmagic batteries, the Z-Cam batteries, got the Sony batteries. What are we gonna use today? I don't know, that's up to Ryan.
I'm gonna go with the Blackmagic.
I need that like yesterday. I need that, I'll be frank like Beverly.
Gotta have the
I'll be black, I roll back my Chevrolet. And yo whip, if I don't have my bread today, run me that holy smoke on Jesus Ghost. I come with that seasoned flow and repeat quotes like run that back, classic spit and throwback.
I see you seeing me, but do you see me seeing you seeing me?
No.
For the way that I'm living, I disagree. So bitch, don't worry who calling my cellular, it's for me. Got a couple niggas that'll run up in your grandmama house, take your TV in the couch. Facts. Got some other niggas that love anime and staying in the house. Niggas wouldn't hurt a mouse. Facts.
How's my acting?
I've been always somewhere in between. Nerdy, goofy, gangster, yes indeed. Keep it fast or dish the trap shit. I'd rather bridge the gap and stick to my routine like a heavyweight nigga on the way in. Biopic legend in the making. Another long night at the dance. 2 Advils in the AM. 6 missed calls, she tripping. Tape on the scrape, still whipping. Right for the call, slim picking. Now make 'em like me, I was built a little different now.
Welcome to the Soul Suite with Marcus Noel and the gorgeous, beautiful Miss Catalina.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I love when you say that.
Oh, well,
It makes me feel really good to be here with you when you say things like that.
There's a lot of things that's been happening.
We're still dealing with a lot of stuff.
We are dealing with a lot
And
of
it's
stuff.
starting to get better.
It is starting to get better. There's a lot of things that's happening. Did you hear about that basketball team? It was a high school basketball team, girls basketball team. They all knelt, the whole team, all different races, and they knelt in solidarity for the national anthem due to the fact that, it's not to do with the flag. I mean, it's with police brutality, things that are happening.
As long as they know what it's for,
things.
right.
The announcer said, when he saw them kneel for the national anthem in solidarity, he said, F word and the N word I hope they lose. It was a hot mic.
Okay, so it was off, but still, it was off air, but hot mic.
A hot mic that was on.
Oh, Lord.
Like, seriously, you think you can say something
So
like that?
now, how did this come about? Like, it just,
It was just, they were all kneeling and it was recorded. You can see the video of this if you look it up. But the funny part about this is, and I don't think there's
What's
humor
your
in what
excuse
he
for
said.
that?
His excuse for what he said, he's diabetic and his blood sugar was low. So that made him say what he had to say. My mama's diabetic. And my mama has never said that to me,
no,
ever.
she doesn't have racial Tourette's? My God.
No, she doesn't have racial Tourette's. My mom's black, and she's been diabetic. My whole family's diabetic, and there's a lot of black people out there who are diabetic. A lot of people out there who are diabetic.
Right.
If we use that as an excuse every single time,
You can use any excuse you want. Is it gonna
but
fly?
no, but I mean, there's people getting away with some stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. I don't understand.
It's been like that in the justice system forever. I went crazy because my wife was sleeping with somebody else. Everybody uses things as an excuse for bad behavior.
No, that's not an excuse. That's not
No,
an
I'm not
excuse.
saying it's an
Wait
excuse.
a second. You walk
I'm
in the
saying-
door and you see your wife sleeping with somebody else in the bedroom, and then all of a sudden you go, I want to say postal on
Yeah.
them because you just can't control your emotions. There's people who
Right.
get off jail or get off jail time for that.
Oh, I know.
You
all
think
you
that's
have to do, no, all I'm saying is that I work for a criminal defense attorney. You go to a psychiatrist, they figure out that you've got some issues, and then that's how they get you off on certain things.
Well, but you can't go to a psychiatrist when you're already locked up.
Yeah, he needs to get on his sugars.
Well, he gonna get some sugar, all right. Watch, it's gonna be a new day. It's because he feels privileged to say it when he's not in front of his crew.
Maybe
because
so.
if he's not in front of people, and he probably says that on a regular basis.
All right, God bless his soul. I bet those girls are like really pissed off.
They did reply. The girls replied as
Did
well.
they say
Yeah,
something?
they did. They said this is why we kneel.
Okay.
So speaking of kneeling, what happened? What about Kaepernick? He's not been around for a while. I know he's got a lot of sponsors and a lot of people that support him, but don't you feel like after all of this,
He's
should
been
be
vindicated.
back
He's been
in
vindicated.
the new?
So.
He should be back in the NFL.
No, absolutely.
I don't think he should have ever left the NFL. I absolutely think he'd probably come back and kill it.
Really?
He probably
He's got a
would.
lot to prove, right?
Well, proving is different. I mean, because it's not his talent that was ever, questioned.
Yeah.
At least I don't think so.
I'm really glad that Roger Goodell came out and said that he understands why he did that. It vindicated him in so many ways and made it okay for them any player to go ahead and express how they feel. And that's the way our country is. We should be able to express how we feel
Yeah, we should.
without hurting anybody else or victimizing anybody.
You're absolutely correct. But with every action there's a reaction.
Correct.
And I believe truly and honestly, everyone has the right to their reaction.
Yes.
Just don't, if you have a reaction, don't get mad if someone has a reaction off of your reaction. I'm just telling you.
All right.
Just telling
Sounds
you.
good. Yeah.
NFL is going to be fun. Things are going to be good.
I'm not into NFL anyway. I like college football. So let's go.
College football's coming up.
TCU?
TCU. Why TCU?
Because that's my team.
Why is it your team?
Because my son used to play on that team.
Oh, and he played on TCU. What position did he play?
It was long snapper.
A long snapper?
Yes.
What does a long snapper do?
He hikes the ball between his legs. I don't know.
Kind of like mother like son, huh?
What?
I'm just playing with you.
No, he played for 4 years for TCU.
4 years for TCU. And then TCU went to the Rose Bowl one time
Absolutely.
before. And they have the best coach ever.
Oh my
I
gosh.
really think he should
Gary
go to the
Patterson.
NFL. Gary Patterson should
I
go to
have
the
his
NFL.
number on speed dial because I used to be that mom that would be like, put my son in. Put my son in. No, and my son got 4 beautiful bowl rings from when they were playing in the bowl games. And those rings are worth like $5,000 each.
Wow. And they did an interview on him as well.
Oh, they just did, yeah. TCU just did an interview with him trying to decide, where these kids are going. But anyway, he's working for Tesla as one of the head engineers there. So
And
that's cool.
that article, I mean, I encourage everybody out there to check out that article. What's his name?
Sean.
Sean what?
Sean Haight.
Oh,
Hate like straight.
okay.
Well, because everybody thinks it's hate like H-A-T. It's not.
H-E-I.
It's H-A-I-G-H-T.
Got it. Check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to put it on our website. It's a really cool article about Sean.
Yeah, and it really supports TCU as a
Yes.
college, and a great college, and you
is
said
a
great
great
people
college.
that come out of those things.
I loved that college. I mean, if I was going to go to college, that's where I'd want to go. Small school.
Texas Christian University.
Yes. And they wear purple, just like you're wearing.
They do. And I
Little
honestly
horn
tell
frogs.
you, at the the Christian universities,
Yes.
the girls are freaks. Well, it's always the pastor's daughter is always the.
Freakest of them all.
When we come back, we have a very special guest, celebrity hairstylist Prince, and author of her new book, Committing Suicide to Live Again, by Tresha Williams and Shannon Talley. You don't want to miss it.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Media Makers, and this is Chris. And what we do here is make media. Not that TikTok stuff, dope stuff like this. And this. We've done everything from flyers to music videos, songs to films, commercials to tap dances. We make media basically everywhere. And what we want to do is teach you how to make media. Not just teach you how to make media, but teach you to make dope media. We offer all types of programs, and the goal is accessibility. Accessibility. We don't want your creativity to be hindered, so we invest in state-of-the-art technology to make sure that your dream gets out of your head and onto the camera. I've been teaching media for over 10 years, and I've seen the stuff that y'all make. I'm not impressed. You need my help. I've had lots of talented students come in and out of this studio, and now I want you to be our next great media maker. We're gonna flip off to something. We've got on-campus programs, after-school programs, internships, summer camps, space rentals, equipment rentals. What more do you need to make some dope stuff? Let me know and we might get it for you. As a functioning production studio, we got clients coming in and out, and you will be a part of that production process. We put you in the driver's seat. At Media Makers, you make the media. It's all student curated, baby. For more information, go to www.mediamakers.org. Follow us on Instagram at MediaMakers.org.
Welcome back to the Soul Suite with Marcus Noel. I told you guys we have a really good guest today for you guys. It's amazing. It's an honor to have celebrity hairstylist to Prince, among so many others, Tresha Williams, and to talk about her book, Committing Suicide to Live Again. Celebrity hairstylist, I mean, from Huntsville, Alabama, correct?
Right, correct.
So how is it that you got into hairstyling?
As a child, I was natural. I had the natural talent. I could always do hair. It came to me so easy. Even when I went to school for hair, I could always do it. So I knew that this was my passion, and I was going to become a hairstylist. I knew that. I didn't know so much as celebrity hairstylist, but I knew I was going to be a stylist. When
becoming a celebrity hairstylist, it's a change of life. I mean, because there's so many hairstylists out there. You know, they try to reach where you have been in life as a celebrity hairstylist and as doing hair for some of the most iconic people out there. How did that happen, and how did that change for you?
First, I want to say my clients were celebrities to me because I started with my clients, and I had so many clients in the Huntsville area, and I appreciate them. But I moved to LA for my children because I wanted to get them into the industry. And I ended up working in a salon with a young lady who wanted to come off the road, and she knew I could do short hair, and Prince needed a short hair stylist, someone that could specialize in short hair. And she asked me, could I do the job?
That's amazing. So, you know, being at the right place at the right time with the right situation, right?
Yes.
That's good. That's
right.
Really good. That encourages a lot of other people out there to, you know, keep going for their goals.
And be diligent on it.
Be diligent.
Yes, and I like to tell people also, you know, you never know who's watching you. Always, you know, have a good character when you go into these places or whatever you're doing, because she always told me my character was so like on point, and she just knew I would be a good fit for Prince.
We were just talking about that, how important that is.
When working with Prince and when you heard that, can you be the short hairstylist for Prince? What did you do?
I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. I was on the road. I was headed back to Alabama. And she was like, get to Alabama. I'm going to fly you back. But just like, I couldn't believe it. My family didn't believe me. I mean, my family didn't believe me for years. And I said, who is flying me all over the world? Like, I can't do this.
Yeah, right.
It was just an amazing experience. I just couldn't believe it.
What's one thing that you learned from your close relationship going around the world and working with Prince?
One thing I learned working with Prince is character again, and always believe in yourself. He always told us, listen, don't use my name to get where you're going. Know who you are, and you can make it just believing in yourself, because you're a great stylist, and whoever you was around, he would tell them, don't use the Prince name, just believe, you're part of my camp, just go out and be the best, because you made it here. Like, and this was basically, he was letting us know you're at the top, so just go out and be great. So he just told me to believe in myself, and I mean, that was a big thing for him, to have confidence.
And that moved you over into doing some of the other things that you've been doing, and one of them being an author, and to a wonderful book. I read your book, Committing Suicide to Live Again. How was it working with Shannon Talley?
Shannon Talley is amazing. She is my childhood friend, and she watched me over the years. And when I went through the cancer battle, she reached out to me because she knew I had a story to tell. She could just tell, like, from my Facebook posts and different things I was doing. And she reached out to me, and I just told her everything I was feeling, and she just put it into words for me. And it was amazing. It was great working with Shannon.
How did you come up with the title, Committing Suicide to Live Again?
I came up with the title from a day I was getting chemotherapy, and I was so sick on this particular day. And the doctor said to me, well, Tresha, you're going to be sick because we're putting poisons in your body. Chemotherapy is poison. And I was like, oh, did you just say that to me? Like, oh my God. And I said, I'm dying. I'm really killing myself trying to live. So that's how I got the title. I'm really committing suicide to try to live.
And the specific cancer you had was bile duct cancer, correct?
Yes.
In the book, it was interesting when you were in South Africa, right?
Yes.
And something happened in the book that, gave you, I don't want to say a premonition, or more of a whisper, as you call it. Can you tell everybody what happened?
Yeah, I was just laying in the bed this particular night, and it was like I woke up, and it was like a whisper, and it was like God told me I was gonna have a battle with cancer. And I was like looking around, I was like, what? Like, and it was like I felt it immediately. And I called my husband, and I said, God just told me I'm gonna have a battle with cancer. I'm gonna deal with cancer. And he was like, no, God wouldn't tell you that. I said, I heard it. I'm telling you, I heard it. And I was like, oh my God, because that was something God knew I feared, cancer and dying. So that's how it started unfolding when I came back from Africa.
And then you were watching a television show as well. And in that television show, another situation happened that I want to say kind of confirmed God's voice, I would say. Would you agree?
I agree. I just had a hysterectomy. I didn't know about the cancer yet, but we knew it was something going on. But as soon as I watched that show and I heard that word, I knew that was it. Like, I knew it. I was dead on too. That's what it was, bowel duct cancer.
I was reading the book, and it was one of the things was funny that your family was so very supportive in all of this. And when I say funny, I'm talking about, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, your aunt who would not get out the car when you're about to go to your visit to the doctor to get word on what's going on.
No, I wouldn't get out the car. Cousin came with us.
Yeah.
And so when the lady confirmed that when the doctor confirmed I had cancer, I kind of fainted, right? I fainted, and I crawled to the car, and I wouldn't come out the car. They had to come and get me so the doctor could finish talking to me, and I wouldn't do it. So the doctor had to come out to finish the consultation while I was in the car.
During that time, you described what you went through, and it really touched my heart. And actually, your words and your description in what you said, you felt from the chemo being curled up to uncontrollable and vomiting at different times. You made it descriptive to where somebody actually felt what you were going through, but at the same time, they also felt your healing through all of this. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes. So just like this past week, they saw a spot, right? And I was so worried about treatment, not so much the cancer, but if I had to do treatment again, because treatment is so, it's so, oh my God, I just couldn't take the treatment. But at the same time, I knew God had healed me, and I knew this was for my good, to give God the glory. So that's where the healing comes from. So you have that anxiety and the sickness, but then if you just keep thinking of Jesus, for me, of the Lord, for me, it gave me peace. That's what gave me peace, when I would just come out of self and more in the spirit realm. For me, I was better with the healing part. If that makes sense.
It does. And it was a roller coaster ride, wasn't it? I mean, for everyone.
Yeah.
And what I got out of reading your book is that you stated it was committing suicide to live again, but it doesn't seem like that part of you was the only thing that died. It was your family as well who was able to shed off some of those things as well, going through what you went through alongside of you. Do you agree?
I agree. Yes, it was a lot, because as I stated in the book, my career I felt was dead. I killed my career, so I felt, finances. It's like everything I was touching was committing suicide, and I explained that in the book. But at the end, I'm still here. It's standing. All that. It's okay now. I'm in a different place with it. So, yeah.
Can you tell us about the color green?
Oh, so green, emerald green is the color that represents cholangiocarcinoma, which is bile duct cancer. So, and green means new beginnings. So when I saw that as well, Shannon Talley, she actually brought it to my attention. That's new beginnings and starting over. So immediately I knew I was going to be okay. When I saw the green, understood what green meant, and that's how I still, I deal with green. Everything's green when it comes to the cancer.
Her pen is green.
The cover of the book's green, your pen is green, your glasses are green. In February, what's passed is Bile Duct Awareness Month, correct?
Correct, yes. And I had a lot of my friends from the industry, and MPG, which was Prince, and the MPG said, did interviews with me so we could get the word out about bile duct cancer. So that was really nice. And I was able to tell people about it. And I had 2 inbox that people just found out about bile duct cancer. And I was able to tell them my experience, and hopefully, gave them some hope as well. Sorry.
Would you consider yourself a spokesperson, a person that puts out awareness for bile duct cancer? How would you tell people to look out for something like that? Because you didn't have any symptoms.
I didn't have any symptoms. I just tell people, please get a physical, pay attention to your body for different things. Like if you're itchy without a rash or something, or you turn jaundice, which is yellow eyes, stomach pain, your gallbladder, because cholangiocarcinoma starts in your gallbladder. And I had my gallbladder removed, but it was in the lining of the gallbladder. Just be mindful of those things in your body. You need to be mindful and go to the doctor. So, because once you usually find out in the fourth stage, and it's really too late then, it's only an 8% survival rate. People need to really get on it and pay attention to their bodies.
Very, very good advice. Very good advice. What would you like people to get out of reading your book?
I want people to understand that, and what I'm still learning today, that cancer is not a death sentence. It doesn't mean you're going to die. And just have faith, stay positive, and you can get through this. You got this. You got this. Whatever it is going on in your life, you got this. Just stay positive. I just want people to be positive. That's all I can.
That's great. That's great. And you're a very positive person and a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I appreciate your time with us. And I can honestly tell you, the book has gave me a new insight of taking care of myself. And at the same time, I feel that through your words in that book, I've also committed suicide to live again, because through your words, it helped me shed some things in my personal life as well. So I appreciate you in that. I encourage everyone out there to pick up Committing Suicide to Live Again by Tresha Williams and Shannon Talley. It will change your life.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here, and thank you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Did you hear what she said?
You know what?
Well, I heard.
Man.
Oh, no, he didn't. Word on the
Really?
street. Girl, yes. She was working in the street. And you and everybody else listening.
That's crazy.
Hey, this is Nita B. Talks with Nita B. I'll be covering everything. Anything you wanted to know about, I got you. Let's talk about it on World Tuned Radio.
What's good? You're tuned in to Yes Ma'am Radio
On World Tune Radio.
It's your girl, Fo Deuce.
This is GT, the big figure. It's your boy Primo, everybody's favorite cousin.
This your boy D Truth in the building.
It's DJ R Son, aka Sonny Burns, the truth in the booth.
We live, baby.
Right now. Not now, right now.
It's going down, yeah.
Woo!
You're now listening to Auditory Analysis with me, Sierra Dominique, where it's more than music.
Hi, this is Mama G. I have my PhD in parental household discipline. Whatever you have in your household, I probably raised it, taught it, loved it, spanked it, punished it, and definitely prayed over it.
The West Coast's premier podcast network.
Welcome back to the Soul Suite. This is a new segment we got going on here. It's called Cat's Cocktails Shaken and Stirred.
So what this is about, and I love it because it includes two of my favorite things, cocktails and things that are in the news. Things that shake me up, and that's things that make me mad, and things that soothe my soul or make me feel, that stir my soul, stir my heart. Yes, stir my heart.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So what are we making?
So we're gonna make an espresso-tini using espresso, vodka, and Irish cream, and we're gonna make a beautiful, and chocolate sauce too.
Oh, that's great.
And it's gonna be cold over ice, but we have the espresso that you wanna go ahead and pour this in first.
So we're gonna pour in the Irish cream in first,
Irish cream
right?
first.
So does it matter how much? Because I mean, a lot of people use shot glasses. We can use shot glasses.
Splashing in is
But I like, I'm like,
you just go like this.
That's how we do it. We just like pour it in there like that. That's how we do it. Okay. All right.
Okay, so now for the first segment, what we have is something that kind of shook us up a little bit, shook me up a little bit.
What was that shook you up?
It was a report this morning that I woke up to about Kirk Franklin. Y'all know who Kirk Franklin is, right?
Yeah, I love Kirk Franklin.
Yes,
We love Kirk Franklin. Yeah.
I love his music, I love his message, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently his grown son, 33-year-old grown boy, came up and started did an audio of him cussing at him. I guess
Well,
being pissed
this is
off
what
as
happened.
well.
I'll tell you what happened. So
Yeah.
Kirk Franklin, I mean, he had his grown 33-year-old son. He came up to their house. They had an argument, family situation. Everyone has family situations.
Yes.
But his son recorded the situation.
You don't put your family
Kirk
business out
Franklin
there.
was cussing up a storm, supposedly threatening his life and everything like that.
Interrupt 1 second. Shake it really good till it's nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, shake it. Okay, go ahead.
If my kid, who's 33 years old, came to my house, start causing drama. I've been a single dad. And taped me. And I'm a single dad. I don't care. I've been a Christian for a very long time. And I can honestly tell you, just because you're a Christian, don't mean you ain't from the hood. I mean, Kirk Franklin was not always Kirk Franklin. I don't blame him for any way
I'm gonna
for
put
this.
some chocolate sauce in it.
Oh, you're gonna put chocolate
Yes.
in there? Okay. In my opinion, this situation that happened should have never happened.
Oh, yeah.
It's a family situation. We love Kirk Franklin.
Right.
There's no issues with Kirk Franklin.
Right.
No one cares that Kirk Franklin cussed. Have you
Cusses,
seen
yes.
the pastors cuss at church at times?
Oh, yeah. All I can say is that a lot of celebrities are coming out in support of Kirk Franklin.
And I support Kirk Franklin most heartily.
Yes.
I remember one time, and I'm gonna tell a story of, oh Lord Jesus. My goodness. Okay, that's chocolate, all right.
I know, right?
I ain't. There you go. There you go. Pour that.
Look how beautiful that is.
Look at that. Okay, all right. Well, anyways, I remember one time in my situation. I mean, if you have a boy, every boy tries to test their parents.
Yes.
My son tried to test me one time, and it didn't come out really good for him.
Is that what that dent on the wall is?
No, it's not a dent on the wall. Don't even say that. There ain't no abuse type of thing going on in my house. But I can tell you it's just a little bit different because now he's 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is when you get tested and you're from a family where respect means a lot,
Yes.
you black out. All of a sudden you black out and you just change and told a whole nother person. I was like, whew, Jesus, take the wheel.
I guess to sum it up, that it was not right for his kid to do an audio of him cussing at him or having an adult conversation, because it's not a child, it's an adult.
It's an adult conversation, and that doesn't take anything away from Kirk Franklin. We love you, Kirk Franklin.
It's just like if
keep doing your thing. I can honestly tell you, sir. I mean, keep doing your thing. We support you, and we support your son,
Spare the rod.
and we support your family, and continue to do what you do. Don't spare the rod.
Spoil
And
the
after a
child.
certain age, the rod turns into something else.
All right. Before we go on to what stirred my heart, we're gonna go ahead and try this.
And what is this
beautiful
called?
Cocktail. It's an espresso-tini, so it's got the espresso that you made, and it has the Irish cream and the vodka.
100 proof vodka. 100 proof vodka.
And with a little bit of chocolate. Does it look beautiful?
It looks great.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love it.
It's good.
It's strong.
It's strong, but it's good.
Oh.
Woo.
Okay, let's
let's talk about something that stirred your heart.
Okay, this stirred my heart a little bit because I read this in the news about this. The LA County back in the early 20s took away. Excuse me.
You're still choking on the chocolate, aren't you?
So in the early 20s, the LA County took part of a beachfront land from a black family called the Bruce family, and they had to move away. And what it was a resort that was for the black community that was segregated from the white community. So they owned this little portion of land in Manhattan Beach, on the beach.
On the beach.
So the county decided that they were going to take over.
Why'd they take it over?
Well, have you ever heard of eminent domain?
Eminent domain.
Eminent domain.
Mm-hmm.
So they took over this part of the land and they put the lifeguard tower on top of it and lifeguard training.
And just kicked them
Just
off their
kicked
land.
the family off, right?
No money for it, no nothing. Just said you gotta go.
Now it belongs to the LA County.
Wow.
So finally, they're about to give this land back to the family. Just give the land back to them, which is like huge beachfront property. And they're also gonna pay them all of the fees that they would have gotten from 1924, which is great.
And it goes to that family.
Yes, it's gonna go to the heirs of that family.
That kind of goes back to me thinking that it's nice to see that people are understanding and realizing what happened in the past was wrong.
Right. Well, it was
it was very wrong to take it. It was wrong to not give them what was owed to them. And at this moment in time, I really hope LA County does go and give that family everything that was owed to them.
Because they were the first black landowners in LA.
In LA completely?
Completely.
Wow.
Yeah. And they built this resort, and it was, mostly for for black families, because white families had their own resorts. They wouldn't let them into.
And all the where they would have been at this moment in time in
Yeah.
life, if that could have continued,
Right.
could have actually, changed things in
so
the
many
Los Angeles
things.
area of California.
Yes, it
it
would've
would have
changed.
inspired a lot of other people
The
to
whole
be involved.
landscape of how LA turned out, I think it would have changed.
Yeah, I really hope that the LA County does the
I do
right
too.
thing. And Manhattan Beach, that's a lot of money.
Yes.
Wow.
I hope so. The Bruce family.
Okay, well,
All right.
I'm going to be an
Here's
honorary
to the-
Bruce.
Here's to the Bruce
To
family.
the Bruce family.
Get your money.
Get your money. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and things are supposed to be getting better. And as states open up and people's lives start to, become more normal, I encourage everybody out there, think of what you've been going through for the past year. Be kind to one another. You have another chance. So let's make it better this time. And as always,
Sweet dreams and soulful nights.
World Tune Radio, where the world tunes in. The West Coast's premier podcast network.